Hello everybody. I haven't done these record updates this year. I think I have done only one, so I'm so much behind that I could do 3 or 4. So let's start with the first one, and let's start this one with a question. How is this album, Chuck Berry Rockin' at the Hubs, important in the annals of rock history? And the answer is, according to Keith Richards, this was one of the albums that Mick Jagger was carrying with him when they met again at the railway station. I think it was at Dartford. This one actually doesn't include many of his well-known songs. There's Bye Bye Johnny, Down the Road a Piece, Confessing the Blues, and this also includes 4 bonus tracks, so Back in the USA is also included here. Not very many of his best-known songs, but still Chuck Berry was at this point in very good condition, songwriting-wise, so this is still a very good album. And let's continue with the 50s music. Again, a little story here. I was at this rock and roll festival type thing, and there were 2 different record sellers there, and I was considering buying something, and I was thinking about what could I possibly look for, and DJ was playing some song, and I don't remember which song it was, but I was like, okay, not gonna buy that artist, but it reminded me of Larry Williams, and I was thinking that, okay, I could buy something from Larry Williams, and the next song that started was by Larry Williams, and I thought that that's a sign, go look for a Larry Williams album, and I found one. Here's Larry Williams from 1959, and this one again includes 2 bonus tracks, and this one includes all of his best-known songs: Short Fat Fanny, Lordy Miss Claudie, Bad Boy, Boney Maroney, Dizzy Miss Lizzy, Slow Down. So yeah, excellent 50s rock and roll. Okay, next one again is a 50s classics. The Chirping Crickets by Buddy Holly and Crickets. This one includes 4 bonus tracks, and all of these songs are practically legendary. Oh Boy, Not Fade Away, Maybe Baby, It's Too Late to Tell Me How, Blue Days, Black Nights, Rock Around with Olivia, That'll Be the Day, I'm Looking for Someone to Love, Send Me Some Lovin', Don't Come Back Knocking, I'm Changing All Those Changes. Absolutely stellar album. Okay. This one I may have shown before in one of my record updates, but I'm not sure, so I decided to include this one. This is Cherished Memories by Eddie Cochran. This is the second posthumous album released from Eddie in '62. Again, here are fantastic songs like Cherished Memories, Skinny Jim, Half Loved, Weekend, Nervous Breakdown, Rock and Roll Blues, That's My Desire, Sweetie Pie, Am I Blue? Just brilliant album. And the next one, still Eddie Cochran. This is My Way, again released in 1962. Like the sleeve notes here says that that after this, the archives are now empty. So there are a couple of tracks here like Jam Sandwich and Lil Lou, where you can really hear that they are like scraping the bottom of the barrel. But overall, this is a really good album, still worth the money. A couple of the tracks I wouldn't have really missed if they had been left in the vaults. Okay, let's move on to the instrumental music. I went to the record store, and I had actually already decided that I would buy 50 Golden Grades by Shadows, because I have 20 Golden Grades, so I wanted to sort of like expand from that one. But it turned out that the 50 Golden Grades goes all the way up until 79, whereas the 20 Golden Grades is strictly from 60s. So I just wanted to keep those like 60s and 70s separate. So in the end, I decided to buy their first album, The Shadows, released in '61. And to me, the biggest surprise here was that there are songs here that includes vocals. one by Hank Marvin, one by Chet Harris, and one by Bruce Welch. I didn't know that they sang any vocals until they represented England in European Song Contest. What's it called? Eurovision Song Contest. Yeah, that's what it was. Sometime during the mid 70s, I think it was. Maybe it was called Let Me Be the One. Not sure. But I thought that was the first one. But yeah, obviously they have had vocals on the tracks ever since the beginning. But yeah, that was a new thing to me. The quality of the songs here is a bit up and down. Some of them are really, really good. Some of them are a bit weaker. But overall, good album anyway. And this next one was really, really great find. I've been looking for a good compilation from this band at least 15 years. This is Johnny and Hurricanes, Red Rivers, Rocking Geese, and Beatnik Flies. Yeah, I've been looking for a good compilation from them at least for 15 years. I do see their compilations every now and then, but they're always like with zero information about them. And I have one here. I bought this 9 years ago from London. It includes 30 songs, so as far as content goes, it's a good one, but there's like zero information, only the song titles and songwriting credits, nothing else. So this one finally includes a small booklet, and this is divided to 2 discs. One is singles A's and B's, and the other one is album tracks. And reading the booklet here, it turns out that this includes everything that they recorded. Although it's a bit vague, it gives the impression that this includes everything that they recorded and before they broke up, but it's not really clear about it. So it may be that there are more later recordings, but this includes everything from was it 59 to 61. Okay, then the next one is also a classic in its genre. I've known long about this album, never heard it, and I have seen this album several times, but now I finally decided to buy this. This is Marty Robbins' Gunfighter Ballads and Trailer Songs. To me, this album is Western movie country music, because these songs are exactly the kind that were used in American Western movies of the 50s. This is a bit difficult album to me, because basically I do like these songs, but I find it kind of hard to like take this in as an album of its own, because this type of music is so much to me movie music. I have felt like those songs like that you hear on those old Western movies, like they have been written for those movies. So that's why it feels kind of weird to hear that type of music outside of those movies. Basically good stuff, but I really don't think that I need any more of this type of country music. And then more country music. This is Emmylou Harris and the Nash Ramblers at the Ryman. Yeah, when this was released back in 1992, I didn't buy this because it was said that this is Emmylou's return to her roots. Well, actually, it's return to country roots music, because Emmylou's own roots are in folk music, not in country music. But time goes on, and I changed my mind. Actually, I did like this very much. To me, the biggest surprise was reading the liner notes here, which said that the Ryman Theatre was, at the time, it was in really bad condition. It was in such bad condition, actually, that there was only about 200 people watching this show, because they could only take people to sit on the front rows, because the balcony was in such a bad condition that they feared that it would collapse. And because there were seats beneath the balcony, they couldn't take any people to sit on those seats either. This was one of those things. There were, besides this, there were also other concerts being held at the Ryman to get some money to be used for the repairs at the Ryman. And nowadays it's in former glory. Yeah, really, really good album. I like this a lot. Okay, again, older country music. This is Johnny Cash, his first album from '57 with his hot and blue guitar. I'm not actually that big of a fan of Johnny Cash. I have a few of his albums. But yeah, I'm not that big of a fan, except for this Sun material. I already have a good compilation from Sun material, but now that this was reissued, I think for the third time in a couple of years, I finally snatched this up. Really, really good stuff. And let's stay within the Cash territory. This is Roseanne Cash, 7 Year Ache, her breakthrough album from 1981. Roseanne Cash has said in an interview that she doesn't consider herself to be a country artist. She is commonly known as country artist because she is a daughter of a Johnny Cash, but she herself does not see herself as a country artist. And there's here on this album there are actually only a couple of tracks that are like real country. Other than that, it's more like a folky country singer-songwriter type of stuff. And I also bought her most recent album. This was released like, was it 2 weeks ago? She Remembers Everything. And this is even further away from country music. This is much more of a folky singer-songwriter type of stuff. And I really like Roseanne's voice. She has really, really good voice. Okay, let's move on to a bit different. This is Creedence Clearwater Revival live in Europe. And like the cover says, CCR's only live trio recording. This is recorded after Tom Fogerty had left the band. And there are at places, there are a few places here and there that I really miss Tom's rhythm guitar. It sort of leaves like a hole in the music when Tom's guitar is not there. Song renditions, these live versions, really good, but the sound quality could be better. I have the other one, which includes Tom Fogerty, the concert. The sound quality on that one is better than here. It's not really bad, but yeah, the concert has a better sound quality. And then to John Fogerty's solo albums. This is Blue Moon Swamp, finally issued on vinyl. This is the original cover art that John Fogerty wanted to use, but which was altered for the CD release. Again, a really good album, not my favorite from John Fogerty, the album that John himself calls as The Shep, which is his self-titled, is my favorite, but yeah, really good one, except for the first single, Walking in a Hurricane. I didn't like that one, never really did, but other than that, this is a good album, like Southern Streamline, Hard Rod Hard, Blue Boy, 110 in the Shade, Bring It On Down to Jelly Roll, Swamp River Days. I mean, really, really good album. The next John Fogerty album, Deja Vu All Over Again, is not as good. The A-side, Deja Vu All Over Again, that's a good song, but then Sugar Sugar in My Life, basically it's a good song with the exception of the chorus. I really don't like the chorus. And then there's She's Got Baggage and Radar. I really don't like those songs, not good songs at all. But other than that, they're good songs. But to me, the surprising thing about this album was that John Fogerty is at his best when he's writing like in his own trademark style. When he's writing songs here that are like really old 20s, 30s, sort of like country folk style, that's when he's at his best here. Not when he's writing in his like own trademark style. And now I'm waiting for the Revival album to be released on vinyl. And let's go for the last one into a bit different category. This is Paul McCartney, Chaos and Creation in the Backyard from 2005. This is actually the only album that I have bought so far from the Paul McCartney solo releases that have been released during the last few years. There was it last Friday that there was Red Rose Speedway and Wildlife were released, but I haven't bought any of those. This is one of my favorite albums from Paul McCartney. This one has got really like an acoustic feel to it, but at the same time there's really like a sort of a digital feel to it, like extremely clean sounding, like laboratory clean type of sound. But songwriting is excellent here. Paul is really good form here. Yeah, this is one of my 3 favorite Paul McCartney solo albums. Okay, hopefully I will get to make another record update really soon. Like I said, I have a lot of records to show, but that remains to be seen. Thanks for watching, leave a comment, bye.